Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to talk about how there's this apparently this wild Ninja Turtle theory that reveals the secret meaning behind each of the Ninja Turtle weapons. And when I mean each, I mean like Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, maybe Splinter, I don't know. But let's read. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles weapons are as much a part of their identities as their color coordinated mask, and one while they reveals the secret meaning behind each of the TMNT weapons. Created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird in 1985, the four brothers are now a long way from their humble comic origins. They've taken on new personalities through several unique and unrelated TMNT movie reboots, the latest being Seth Rogen's animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, and Michael Bay's yet unnamed live-action movie. Whatever new story the Turtles find themselves in, viewers need only to glance at their weapons to identify who's who. Okay. Originally a superhero parody, TMNT is now an intelligible part of pop culture with merchandising efforts, furthering ensuring that generational of viewers remain deeply familiar with the Turtles' respective weapons, as I can apparently English right. Notably, Raphael's twin size, Michelangelo's nunchaku, Donatello's bow staff, and Leonardo's katana greatly evolved in 2022 Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the movie, in which each weapon empowered its wielder with a unique mystical power. However, despite all these new reboots, none have truly focused on their father. Splinter seems to have assigned the Ninja Turtles weapons which actual oppose their respective personalities. Here's everything else audience needs to know about what might be the best Ninja Turtle fan theory in history. Ooh. So, here's for Raphael's size, sometimes described as cool but rude by the original 80s cartoon adaptation that inspired movies rebooting the franchise. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael has a temperamental nature that often sees him trying to solve his problems with his green fist as much as his aggressive words. Raphael's short-tempered outbursts, his competition with his brother Leonardo, and general cynicism had often put him at odds with the other turtles. However, despite how volatile Raphael can be, his twin Sai, as the TMNT weapons theory points out, don't exactly match his personality. While often mistaken as daggers, Sai carry for more passive history. Once used by law enforcement in Okinawa, the Sai's unique defensive capabilities subdued much more criminals than they're pointed and executed. Although there's still lethal in the right hands, masters of the twin Sai are able to deflect blades and disarm opponents through clever use of the weapon, extended handguards. With Raphael being the strongest of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, wielding twin Sai forces Raphael to apply his raw power with near surgical precision, lest he disarms an opponent and flings a blade at himself or an innocent bystanders. Indeed, according to the theory, Splinter taught Raphael to use the twin Sai to teach him patience, discipline, and to use less extreme methods when fighting crime. Fighting crime. There we go. Lessons the hot-headed reptile seemed to learn while he defended his friend and confidant Casey Jones, who was even more violent and impatient than he was. Rather than just kill the vigilante, Raphael helps pass on Splinter's wisdom and techniques, steering Casey away from violence. Undoubtedly, Raphael's size represent more than a weapon against Shredder. They're tools to protect and redeem, as well as a practical way of instilling patience and discipline in the wielders. So that's pretty cool. Like I can see I can actually see Master Splinter doing that. That would be if Splinter gave Raphael size to encourage patience in Raphael and looking for a non-lethal way to end the fight, then yeah, I'd say the size were a really great choice for Raph. Michelangelo's Nunchaku. For most, only two pop culture icons come to mind when nunchaku are mentioned: legendary martial artist and melee weapons expert Bruce Lee and Michelangelo, the most beloved of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Known for his catchphrase of "Cowabunga!", Michelangelo is the most optimistic and easygoing of the group. Lighthearted and easily distracted, Michelangelo has many hobbies ranging from art and cooking to video games, skateboarding, and collecting comics. Michelangelo in many ways remains true to his name and Renaissance man at heart. But his immaturity and laid-back attitude also reflects his shortcomings as a warrior. Not in The Last Ronin. Anyways, it is initially surprising then the youngest and most scatterbrained turtle wields nunchaku. Used to improve agility and stance, many consider the nunchaku as training weapons and have been adapted for different forms of combat over the centuries, widely used across multiple martial arts styles before they were popularized by Bruce Lee's movies from the 70s. According to the Twitter TMNT Weapon Theory, because Michelangelo's nunchucks are known to injure their users easily. Yeah, because I can see if you do kind of like a mishap, you can whack yourself in the face. They can injure you, but I seriously doubt that they have as much chance to kill you like Sais and Katanas. Let's be real. And depending on what type of material the bow staff are. Anyways, getting back. Splinter used them to teach Michelangelo to focus and take his training more seriously. Splinter acknowledged Mikey's shortcomings in the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon when he notes that he is the son with the most raw talent, but fears his immaturity and inability to focus will keep him from reaching his full potential. Again, it took something like The Last Ronin to have us see Mikey's full potential when he in a very dark and twisted way. The Last Ronin helped us see Mikey go through his full potential. Anyways, it makes sense therefore that the youngest Ninja Turtle, Michelangelo, would wield a student weapon. Still deadly when used with such intent, the weapon challenges Michelangelo to be more aware and give him both the metaphorical and literal smack when his attention shifts away from the nunchaku's swing. With mastery, however, the potential unpredictability and adaptiveness of the nunchakus in the fight echoes the formlessness of Bruce Lee's Jet Kune Do fighting style. I have to say, I would love to one day just learn how to do nunchucks. Because, admittedly, I feel based off of this, the nunchucks would be a good teacher for me. So yeah, I would very much love to learn how to wield a nunchuck. Honestly, I would love to wield all 4 weapons that the turtles have. But if I had learned one, because I kind of know how to wield a sword to a certain extent. So, nunchucks would be my next best thing, because I could use a lesson in focus. Let's be real. And now for Donatello's bow staff. As a turtle who valued intelligence, Donatello tends to gear his acumen towards science and technology. Across multiple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, Donnie is shown to be the brains of the 4 turtles, or brothers, and responsible for many of their incredible contraptions, including gadgets, tools, and vehicles. However, Donatello's curiosity, resilience on technology, and love of the science can sometimes strangely complicate things. For a turtle who can predict, calculate, and understand some of the most advanced concepts in their universe, it's odd that the simple bow is a weapon he is shown wielding. With no bells, whistles, or complex machines behind them, the bow staff is explained simply as a stick weapon used in the art of self-defense, often thought to be an extension of one's limbs. It is very effective in disarming and defeating multiple opponents to those who know how to wield them. In fact, the combat style of Star Wars Darth Maul, who famously wielded a double-bladed lightsaber, is a modified combination of traditional bow staff technologies. I love how they brought in Star Wars in here. Anyways, meanwhile, Star Wars, because I'm a huge fan of Star Wars, like the George Lucas era, more so than the Disney era. Anyways, getting back to Ninja Turtles. Meanwhile, historical accounts claim that some of the staff were tools made into weapons by farmers to protect themselves when weapons became banned in the 15th century Japan. Okay, that's interesting. The TMNT weapon theory reflects this by suggesting Splinter gave Donatello a bow staff to teach him that innovation also comes from learning to solve problems with what's available, instead of always relying on complex gadgets. Splinter eliminated this resilience in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. When Donatello modifies his bow staff with technology annoyingly annoying, there was a time when ninja fought with wooden staff. For Donatello, the staff is a lesson that little creativity can go a long way, especially for the most intelligent Ninja Turtle. Can I just go back, even though I like the lesson, that you should focus on like what's inside and use what's around you besides the whole technology bit, which sometimes technology can be a useful tool, but it can be a hindrance as well. But can I go backtrack for a moment on how they made a reference to the next mutation? Literally, at this point in time, the worst version of the Ninja Turtles. I know some people are saying, well, Seth Rogen's Turtles are the worst Turtles into existence. At this point, by the time this video comes out, Seth Rogen's Turtles with Mutant Mayhem hasn't come out yet. So I'm excluding that until the movie comes out and I see it. But until I see Seth Rogen's version of the Ninja Turtles, the Next Mutation Turtles, worst version of the Ninja Turtles, period. I'm not backing off that stance. I don't know why I'm so triggered with them referencing the Next Mutation, but it's the worst show. I'm so happy it didn't have more than one season. One season, 23 episodes was, I think it had 23 episodes, was way too much for that show. It shitted on the Turtles. Let's be real. Anyways, Leonardo's katanas, goddammit. Leonardo's position as the leader is likely to remain unchallenged in the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboots, as he is typically the most level-headed and mature out of his brothers. Okay, the only first on the Turtles that he didn't really start out as a leader. Granted that by the end of that run, he did become the leader. But the only time when Leo wasn't really the leader for most of this run, I want to say 90% of this run, is the Rise of the Ninja Turtles, where Raphael was the oldest turtle of the four, and he was the leader. Up until the series finale of the show of the Rise of the Ninja Turtles, where Splinter promoted Leo to leader, which then we got to see what type of leader Leo made in the Rise of the Ninja Turtle movie. So there's that. Anyways, taking his role seriously, he is shown at times to be the most moral and responsible. However, despite his reputation and portrayals, Leonardo was trained to use the most lethal weapons given to the four brothers by Splinter, the two katanas he carried on his shell. Many of the Turtles' other weapons supposedly had their historical origins to modify farming equipment. The katana is the bladed weapon purely associated with combat for centuries. A key point in the TMNT weapon theory. A symbol of a samurai status and spirituality, the katana are also considered by historians to be some of the finest blades ever crafted, among the most dangerous weapons in the world, even after the advent of gunpowder. There's no denying that the katana's lethality. Today, the katana has been popularized in Western culture by characters like the Bride to Kill Bill, Marvel's Deadpool, and countless animated characters. According to the theory, despite Raphael's desire for the role, being a future leader and mentor puts Leo in an unequivocal position that may force him to make hard decisions that challenge his moral code. Splinter's giving Leonardo katanas. Splinter giving Leonardo katanas there. I was right. Okay, one more time. Splinter giving Leonardo katanas, reflecting the choices he must make to protect lives, in the hopes that he'll only take them when necessary. And then they reference Uncle Ben. With great power comes great responsibility. That's a Spider-Man reference, god damn it! And then the Turtles' weapons prepare them for life without Splinter and TMNT. Which I feel like they are really honed in on the without reading this or next part. I feel like that's where Splinter's role in the very first Ninja Turtle movie was. He was the point that he was really trying to get at. That I trained you for the past 15 years, but there will be one day when I'm going to be gone. You Turtles going to be left. So I want you guys to take what I teach you and help others and whatever. Use my teachings. And I think that was it's actually part of the moral of the first movie, the 1999 movie, which is the best movie that the Ninja Turtles had. Even though I like the Secret of the Ooze just because of the turtle dancing, but that's besides the point. Let's get reading, shall we? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splinter had different origins depending on the TMNT adaptation. Yet, the TMNT weapons theory stands in each one. Sometimes the pet rodent of Ninja Hamato Yoshi who sought revenge for his owner's murder, or other times reimagined as Yoshi mutated into a rat. Splinter is always the Turtles' adopted father and mentor, as well as Shredder's arch nemesis. A demanding taskmaster and loving father, there's more to Splinter martial arts training than the Ninja Turtles' war against the Shredder. Splinter loves his sons, but knows he won't always be there to care for them. In the original Ninja Turtle movie, the aging mutant acknowledges death comes for us all, and in his case, it's an ominous warning that becomes fulfilled multiple times in the comic books and the Nickelodeon 2012 anime series. Can I let you guys know something? When I think it was like Super Shredder killed off Splinter in the 2012 series, that broke my heart. That really did. When I saw Splinter or Shredder killing Splinter, I was like, shit, no! That... Oh. That broke me a bit. Like, oh. That was horrible. In terms of story, that was a good story. What's it called? What Ryan Johnson did with the last shot I wanted to do at first expectations. That was good for the expectations. Getting Splinter killed. That was really hard to see. Oh. But yeah, okay. Splinter getting back to this. Why I need nunchucks, because I tend to get focus taken away easily. Splinter knows that beyond the sewers is a dangerous and unforgiving world which will struggle to understand creatures like the turtles. In this way, the turtles' training and the lessons they learn aren't only to stop Shredder's armies. It is to carry on the fight after Splinter's gone, realize their true talents as ninja and protectors, and all above else, be there for one another. As Splinter once said, help each other, draw upon each other. Referencing the 90s movie again. Okay. Help each other, draw upon one another, and always remember the power that binds you. This TMNT weapon theory appears right on the nose and very grounded for a series that features extra-dimensional conquerors from Dimension X, mutants, and dragons, among other things. Four pizza-loving Ninja Turtles mutated by an ooze, as much as there is in the concept, there are also stories about family conflict and what it takes to unlock inner potential, which evaluate this new TMNT theory to another level entirely. Oh, and that's not even the last article part of this. Okay. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shows what happens after Splinter dies. Did I miss something? Because I don't remember Splinter dying. The TMNT weapons theory is further supported by Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, which not only showed what happens after Splinter dies, but also empowered the Ninja Turtles' weapons by mystic powers. Okay, I need to go back on Netflix and rewatch the Rise of the Ninja Turtles movie, because I don't remember him dying in the movie. I remember, like, Leonardo is technically getting sucked into Dimension X and nearly dying. But I'm pretty sure, if memory serves me right, Master Splinter is still surviving. I might have to rewatch the movie, because I'm actually willing to do that, because I like the Rise of the Ninja Turtle movie more than I like the show, which I didn't really like the show too much. Anyways. In the near future, Leonardo and Michelangelo are at the peak of their potential. Oh! They mean that! Oh, okay, then yeah. Future, okay. In the near future, Leonardo and Michelangelo are at the peak of their potential, and even Though both die shortly after, Michelangelo is able to distort time and space through sheer focus. It's Nunchaku becoming magical chains that extends his mind's will. This, uh, destined. I can't English right. Destined to be the most powerful Ninja Turtle, Mikey's mystic control over space and time not only highlights why TMNT's future is in sci-fi, but also how Splinter was right about instilling patience and discipline into his most creative son. Okay, since they were talking about the future, I forgot about the future. There was towards the beginning they were in the future, and Leo and Mikey were the last surviving turtles, and Splinter was dead. So I get that. Meanwhile, though, Leo and Raph's roles and temperaments are cleverly reversed across the timelines. The powers imparted by their mystic weapons remain in line with the TMNT weapons theory. Before and after Splinter's death, in fact, with Raph wielding a knuckle now in Tonfa, I do apologize if I mispronounced Tonfa, or wrist congils instead of twin size, which also allow Raph to create protective force fields around allies. Splinter's lesson about defense and temperance remained intact, with Raphael even rising to the position of leader in this version of the Turtles. Moreover, the way Leonardo replaces Raphael after Raph's death highlights. Oh, I don't know why I would highlight quote unquote death. I forget. They're talking about the future. Anyways, the way Leonardo replaces Raphael after Raph's death highlights the lesson in morality, leadership, and inner strength imparted by wielding the deadly katanas. This can also be observed in Leonardo's mystic powers. The Turtles gained these powers during Netflix's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show. Using his katanas, Leo can slice portals through space, teleporting himself and his brothers in fights, and even saving the day in the end. As for Donatello, through his newfound Green Lantern-like powers, initially contradict the simplicity of the bow staff, his weapon mystic construct serves the same purpose of tapping into Donatello's raw creativity and replacing his gadgets with resourcefulness. Indeed, as the Ninja Turtles lose and fight to regain their mystic powers in Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, changing destiny itself, Splinter's secret lessons from the TMNT weapons theory aren't lost on his turtles. And that's really cool. I like that. I never really thought of the turtles' weapons like that. I think that now that I that theory, I read this article and saw the theory, which totally makes sense. I don't think I can look at the Ninja Turtles quite the same way again, in a positive way. It makes me look at the Turtles in a different light, in a more I got more respect for them too. I've been a Turtles fan since I was 2/3 years old. I was fairly young. And since I was introduced, I just saw the Turtles' weapons were sure, Splinter must have probably gave them to the Turtles, was my thought process, but not, or in some cases the Turtles chose their weapons, but I never really thought much of it until this article. So I'm really happy that I was able to have the chance to read this article. So this article, which was made by Screen Rant, was really insightful. It was really insightful. And now, like I said, I can't watch any version of the Ninja Turtles again in the same way as I did before. And that is a big compliment, in my opinion. And I can respect that. So, I like this fan theory. Whether it's true or not, this is going to be part of my headcanon now. But with that said, what do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you fellow mutants later. Later, taters.